Yo, what is up, everybody? Paul James here. Welcome to the live stream today. Now, if you're watching this and it's on the replay, I'm going to put a timestamp in the description so that you can actually go and skip right to the content. Because if you're here live right now, what I want to do is I want to do some shout outs and just welcome everyone to the call today. So if you're not a subscriber yet, you should go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And then also let me know after you do that by commenting I've subscribed so that I can reply back to you. That would be awesome. And also, if you're excited about how to make money as a teenager on Facebook, go ahead and smash that like button because that's what we're going to be talking about today. I see we got a lot of people pouring in here. Welcome, welcome. Feel free to comment in the live chat. Hey, what's going on? Welcome. I see some people commenting. Glad to have you here. Yeah, so I'm really excited about today's live stream. Hey, what's up, Garrett? Welcome. Awesome. Lots of people pouring in. That's great. I always think it's cool when you do these Facebook live streams that, you can just tap into an audience and you guys get notified and everyone comes in and we can just chill and hang out. So I think it's really cool. Hey, what's up, JP Viro? Welcome. Hey there, Submarine Guy. Welcome. Glad to have you guys here. That's all right if you're not a teenager. I see someone says they're not a teenager. That's okay. This applies to everyone. I'm just looking at popular stuff on YouTube, what people want to see, and that's a popular search phrase. So that's why we went for it. But don't feel bad if you're not a teenager. This will still be helpful for you. I think you'll still get a lot out of today's live stream. Hey, what's going on, Leland? Welcome. Welcome aboard. Joel, what's up? Awesome. Plug out to Album Smart. Leland's working on a cool site, Album Smart. You guys should go check it out if you're a musician. All right, cool. Let's go and jump into things here because we've gotten a lot of people on the channel recently who wanted to know how to make money on Facebook using CPA offers. And I keep talking a lot about bridge pages. Hey, what's up, Jordan? So I keep talking a lot about bridge pages and people are like, what the heck's a bridge page? What does it mean to do a bridge page versus direct linking? How do I set this up? Do I need a website builder? What do I need? So that's what I really wanted to talk about today because I've made a lot of money with CPA marketing and I'm going to kind of break down how you can actually do that with Facebook. So let me go ahead and share my screen here. All right, cool. So you guys should be seeing my desktop right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down kind of our strategy here. So I found this offer on Max Bounty that we're going to pretend we're setting up today. Those of you guys who haven't heard of Max Bounty, it's a CPA network, which stands for cost per action. So that means that you get paid every time you get someone to do something. So on this particular offer that I found, it's called BarkBox subscription. And you can see here it says, BarkBox is a delivery of 4 to 6 natural treats and super fun toys curated around a surprise theme each month. BarkBox handpicks the best all-natural treats and innovative toys to match a dog's unique needs, including allergies. Okay, so someone says that's a good offer. Yeah, I thought it was a good offer too. It pays $14 a lead. So it's a pretty lucrative offer. And I think that something like this would do really well on Facebook. Now, one thing you want to check for, I'm going to zoom in a little bit, is you always want to make sure that your offer allows the traffic type that you want to run. So you can see here, it says allow traffic types, search, social media, mobile. So we're good because this allows social media here. And that's what we're going to talk about today is how to run an offer like this on Facebook. Okay, so here's the thing. Let's go and take a look at the lander first off. They have a couple of different landers, but let's check out this one. So happy National Dog Day. Show them how much you care. Celebrate with us and get your first BarkBox for only $5. So they can go through, they can check stuff out. When they go and hit the sign up or get started button and they fill this out, that's when you actually get paid. I like that they have this kind of step funnel too. These do really well when you have kind of a survey or step funnel, because what it does is it gives some kind of micro commitments. People are more likely to go through the entire offer if they're committing to one thing first, and then, they're kind of committed already. So, if they hit, okay, this one, okay, I'm going to click this one, by now they're already committed. They've already gone through some steps. So these types of offers typically, from my experience, do really well. And you'll see a lot of the big gurus even who are like promoting their own products or stuff like that. A lot of times they use steps like this. I don't know if any of you guys have seen like those ads running where it says like weird tip to get rid of belly fat. And then you click on the ad and it asks if you're a man or a woman. Has anyone seen those before? Because if you have, then you're kind of already experiencing one of those step type offers. So kind of interesting. Okay, so $14 a lead if we can get people in there. And I see a lot of people saying yes in the live chat. Awesome. All right, cool. So we don't want to run directly to the lander because Facebook doesn't like that. So what we want to do is we want to create some content on a separate page that's going to lead people to this page afterwards. So this is what we call a bridge page. A bridge page would be a separate page that sits in between our offer and the Facebook ad. It's a bridge in between the two. So that's why I call it that. Now, one good way that you can find stuff like this is to discover viral content that's gone viral on Facebook before. I came across this site. It's RUZZIT. And this site shows like what are some popular posts on Facebook. So you can type in the search bar like dog, and you can scroll down and see, what are some of the popular posts that have been posted. So here's one, what your dog's bad behavior says about you. This is something that, has the potential to go really viral because it's really clickbaity. It makes people want to click on it and say, wait, what do you mean? My dog's bad behavior is because of me? So my thinking was, we could take an article like this, and we don't want to copy it. I'm not saying copy it, but you could kind of create your own spin-off off of this article, right? And what you could do is at the bottom of the article, the conclusion could be something like, well, your dog's bad behavior is because he doesn't have enough toys to play with. He needs to get his energy out. I don't know if any of you guys have watched The Dog Whisperer before, but The Dog Whisperer, that's like his big thing is like, dogs need to be taken out and exercised, and that's why they have bad behavior. It's always the owner's fault because that's why, the dog has bad behavior because he needs to get more exercise. So that's basically what you could do with a spinoff off of this article. And we already know that this title is doing incredibly well. Okay, so what you'd want to do is you'd want to create somewhat of a piece of content. Now, I typically like to make this content look like a blog post. And one of the sites I like to use to do that is ClickFunnels. And you can use whatever you want. I'm not saying you have to use ClickFunnels, but I just use ClickFunnels for mostly everything I do. And I'll try to put links into the description to all of this stuff. I have a link where they give away some free funnels. So if you want to check that out after this live stream is over, I'll throw that in the description. Otherwise, if you want to use WordPress, you can do that. You can use Wix. You can use, I don't know, there's all kinds of other page creators out there. I see Zap Allen says, I love ClickFunnels. Yeah, I love them too. So I'm going to show you how I set it up. You can see I've actually got some bridge pages in my account right now because I mess with this stuff quite a bit. So what we're going to do is we'll just click any of these. It doesn't really matter. We can modify it. And we're going to call this dog. Wait, what was this called again? Dog's bad behavior. Okay. So we'll say your dog's bad behavior is your fault or something like that. And we'll hit build funnel. I'll just say Facebook for the tag. And we're gonna hit build funnel. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're going to click on miscellaneous. So we've got different funnel steps because we could go and we could create like a whole funnel. But realistically, we're probably only gonna have one step in this, which is just gonna be our bridge page because directly after that, we're gonna push them straight to this offer. So we'll get rid of those later. But for now, we're going to click on miscellaneous right here. And hopefully you guys can see this okay. Okay, excuse me. I'll try to zoom in a little bit. So hit miscellaneous, and we're going to look at the different templates. And I know there's one template in here I like to use a lot. It's one of these blog posts, traditional blog post template. Okay, so we're going to click on one of these, and we're going to select it. And what we're going to do is we're going to hit edit page. Okay, so check that out. Okay, so this is more like has all of the blog posts. I'm going to go back and see if the other one is better because I think the other one might have. I'll just click on this one. Might have just one post versus all of them combined together. Yeah, this is the one I wanted. It's the one on the right. So let's load that up. Okay, perfect. So this is where you're going to put, your headline, and you see kind of what happens. This looks now like a legit blog, only it's not. It's just a single landing page, right? So what you want to do is you basically want to load this thing up with as much content as you can. So what your dog's bad behavior says about you. So we could say something like your dog's bad behavior might be your fault. We could say something like that. And apparently I don't know how to spell today. Okay, perfect. And we could just make up some pen name, whatever. But then here's where our article would come in. So you would want to basically kind of write a spin-off off of this article that you could paste here. And at the bottom, you want to have some big call to actions that are going to lead to saying, you need to get your dog active. You need to have your dog getting some exercise. A great way that I've found to do this is by just keeping it completely hands off and ordering this subscription for BarkBox. BarkBox sends you X amount of toys every single month, and your dog is never bored. Your dog always has something to play with. So one thing you can think of is this is almost like a sales page at the bottom of the article after the viral factor happens. So the viral factor is to hook people, make them share the article so that you're getting free traffic. So you're going to initially send ads to it, but then it's going to start to go viral. It's going to start to get shared, and people are going to tag people in it. And that's going to get you free traffic as well. And then at the bottom, you want to kind of make it like a sales page. What are the features and benefits? Remember, features tell what the service is about. Benefits sell the service. So the features of the service might be they get 4 to 6 natural treats and super fun toys. It's a different theme every month, right? Those are different features of BarkBox. The benefits of BarkBox are it's going to improve your dog's behavior. Your dog's going to be more healthy. Your dog is going to be more active, right? And those are the reasons why people ultimately buy. So that's what I want you to think about when you're creating this blog post. And again, ClickFunnels is a good way to do it. So after you have this created, you just need to set up your ad in Facebook. And that's pretty simple to do. I might be able to pull it up here if you guys would be interested in seeing that. Let me see if I can pull it up. Just let me know in the chat box as well. And I'll just kind of show you how I would go about setting it up. So I think I have a training account I can use. All right, cool. I've got a training account here pulled up that we can use. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to, actually, I need to get out of the Power Editor here. 1 second. I usually use the Power Editor for cloning ads, but I usually use the regular ad thing for creating them from the beginning. Hey, what's going on, Andy? Welcome to the live stream. All right, so we're going to hit create ad. And we're going to start over. And what we want to do is you can either do a traffic or an engagement one. It's totally up to you. I'll probably go for traffic on this one. Normally what I like to do is I like to start with engagement and boost the comments in the post and boost the likes and stuff like that, because that's going to add social proof. And then after that, I'll run another ad pushing the traffic. But I'll just show you how to set up a traffic ad. It's pretty much the same way. So we'll just call this bad behavior. And we'll say CPA. We'll hit continue. Okay, so now we need to put in our targeting. Might be helpful to go back to Max Bounty for this. So we can target the Canada and the United States for this offer. So I'll just go ahead and throw in Canada. Typically, I like to separate this stuff though. So I like to create one ad set with the United States, one ad set with Canada, because that way I can test, what is getting better results and what is cheaper. And then we can go ahead and start picking our targeting. So we might go for people who buy pet products. So let's go under behaviors. And I think it's under behaviors. Purchase behavior, pet products, and dog food products. So boom, we can target something like that, right? That would be an easy target. The looser that you leave these targeting options, the more expensive it's going to be. The more you hone down, the cheaper it's going to be. So you might want to try and split test. What I usually do is I grab one thing like this, and then I put this and create an ad set. So I'll say buying behavior dog products. So that might be one test, you know, and then I might create another ad set targeting people who liked Petco or something like that. And then I would create a separate ad set on that. And then you kind of split test and see what does better. I usually always edit placements, and I always run mobile typically, at least to start with, because it's the cheapest. I turn off Instagram, Messenger, Audience Network. I turn off instant articles, and I basically only want feeds running. And then I set my budget pretty low, usually $5 to $10 a day to start with. And I leave everything else set as automatic. So then you would hit continue, you'd set up your ad. It's pretty straightforward. Your ad is going to basically be similar to, where was that article at? Let me see if I can find it. Your ad's going to be similar to something like this. If you could find something that looks like this for your picture, you know, something where it's like bad behavior and it signals that, like this would be a great picture. Obviously you can't use that though, because it's theirs. But if you could find a picture similar to that, that's going to do extremely well on Facebook. And then if you can run the title of the article to say something similar to that, you know, your dog's bad behavior could be your fault. And then this says these 6 common issues reflect back on the pet owner. Here's how to change them. Stuff like that does really well too, because people are dying to know, you know, what are they? What are these 6 things? I need to find this out, right? So guys, if you're finding this helpful, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. I want to see how it's going. Is everyone understanding? Any questions? I mean, that's pretty much it, guys. It's pretty straightforward. So you run this stuff, you track it, and then you kill the ad sets that aren't doing well. You're going to see some ad sets are getting really cheap clicks because people are really interested in it. And then some ad sets are going to get really expensive clicks because those people aren't interested in it. You kill those ones, you put more money into the ones that are doing well, and you just scale that way. Or you scale by adding more targets as well, creating more ad sets with more targets. And that's the way you'd scale it. And this is going to keep you safe on Facebook. Facebook doesn't mind if you use bridge pages. What they don't like is when you direct link straight to an offer. They hate stuff like this. They hate affiliate marketers. They hate people who are trying to make money with their platform, which sounds extremely odd because they're making money with the advertisements, but that's just the way it is. How much ad spend would I spend until I kill the ad? I would let the ad run for 3 days minimum. Okay, it takes 3 days for that ad to mature. And here's what happens. So many people don't do this. And it's one of the reasons why in the internet marketing niche, why you see some people running ads so much, and then you see other people never run ads. Like I run so many ads. I usually spend $20,000 to $40,000 a month in advertising. Now the reason is because people start running their ad and they wait like 24 hours and they see a high cost. They see high cost per conversion or high cost per click or high cost per engagement. The reason why is because that ad hasn't matured yet. It takes 3 days for that to happen before that ad matures. So literally I've had ads where I've set up and it'll say like, oh, you paid $17 for a click. And I'm like panicking. I'm like, oh my God, I've got to turn this off. And then what happens after 3 days, that $17 a click turns into like $3 a click. And I'm like, okay, that I can deal with. Like in the internet marketing niche anyways, because you know, paying $3 for a conversion for me, I meant conversion, not click. But paying $3 for a conversion for me is nothing because each person that I convert is worth $300. So I'll happily pay that all day. But that's what I'm trying to get at is 3 days till the ad matures. Then you can take a look at what everything is doing and then decide if you're going to kill it. But don't kill it before then. So that's why I say keep your budget low enough to where you can stick in there for 3 days. And usually $5 is a good bet because you're only going to waste $15 if it doesn't work out. So that's what I recommend you do. Good question. That's a really great question. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap up here. If you're not a subscriber yet, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. And then don't forget to comment saying I subscribe so I can reply back to you. Let me know what you thought about this live stream. If you like this topic, if you want me to do more stuff like this, and we'll see you next time, guys. Take care.